Hello everybody, Ashley here and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to teach you about wildcrafting your own teas. Before we get started, I wanted to share a little disclaimer about foraging for plants. When foraging for wild food, make sure to consult an expert about what you are picking. Make sure it is 110% safe to consume because there are toxic plants and mushrooms out there. Also, I'm not an expert forager, and the advice in this video should be taken as considerations, as pieces of information that can help you. More research should be done in addition to this video. I am not a doctor and do not give medical advice here. Please consult your doctor before using the advice in this video for medicine. When foraging for medicinal plants in the forest or prairies, it is important to make sure there is a healthy population of at least 50 plants that you can harvest from. Only take what you will use immediately and leave the rest to regenerate naturally. Bring clean tools to prevent disease and only harvest what fits in your foraging basket. Great, now let's get started. Foraging for your own tea is a rewarding practice. It connects you with plants and earth spiritually, and you can intuitively make teas that you need at any given time. It is helpful to know which plants you are specifically looking for and when they are in season. And you can harvest what you need to last a year or so. Foraging for plants is also grounding and can keep you in the present moment, relishing in the day-to-day magic. You can craft teas based on magic, medicine, or just taste. Most plants have a magical association to them and can enhance certain aspects in your life. If you want to look more into this, try out the book by Scott Cunningham called The Encyclopedia of Magical Herbs. Herbalism is the practice of using herbs and plants to heal physical ailments in the body. For instance, rosemary has healing properties that help with the head and nervous system. Then there's teas for taste, for pleasure. Now that you have an idea of why you want to make your own teas, let's talk about some common plants you can forage for to make your own teas. I will also share in this video herbs and flowers you can grow yourself, as they give you a guaranteed harvest that you can rely on yourself, and some of these plants can't be found in the wild. Red and white clover, yarrow, St. John's wort, raspberry leaf, mugwort, elderflower, violets, reishi mushrooms, turkey tail mushrooms, pine needles, spruce tips, dandelion root, calendula, chamomile, lilacs, lavender, burdock root, chicory root, lemon balm, hibiscus, mint, and hemp. There are many more plants you can forage outside of this list, so feel free to explore on your own and leave your favorite plants in the comments below. My preference for making my own teas involves drying them. It is best to dry herbs in a cool and dry place if you choose to hang them. I made this beautiful herb drying rack to dry my herbs on. If you're interested in one, visit my Etsy shop and I will customize one for you. It is important to let your herbs dry completely if you plan to save them in glass jars, as you don't want them to mold. When my herbs are done drying, I process them by de-stemming them and crumpling the leaves a bit. Not a jar passes through my recycling bin. I save all jars from the grocery store and clean the labels off to store my herbs in. It is just one way I can reduce my waste while feeding my obsession for things in jars. Now we're going to talk about types of teas. I have 3 types of tea that I like to make: floral, bitter, and sweet. Floral teas are my favorite when I want a taste of the prairie. I generally make this with flowers I find, such as clover, yarrow, mint, and chamomile. To me, these are more medicinal and help with antifungal, antibacterial uses, as well as regulating my menstruation. A simple summer tea you can make is a Clover Iced Tea, where you steep fresh clover flowers and ice the liquid. Add a bit of liquid sweetener, and voila! Bitter teas are good for the skin and liver, as I was once told by an apothecary owner. My bitter teas are usually made of dandelion root or pine needles. There are also medicinal mushrooms you can use that make a rich, earthy tea. Try out using reishi and turkey tail paired with organic cacao and a bit of honey. It will taste like a rich hot chocolate. When using mushrooms or making bitters, make sure you simmer the roots or mushrooms for at least 10 minutes so all the goodness comes out of them. If you're feeling extra explorative, try adding a bit of lavender in this tea too. As far as pine needle teas go, this is a great way to get vitamin C in the wintertime. You can harvest pine needles at any time, though I like to harvest my spruce tips in the spring. When you are harvesting for pine needles, make sure you're 100% sure what type of tree you're harvesting from, as there are a couple of toxic pine trees out there that are quite poisonous to humans. Pine teas pair well with citrusy flavors, so add some lemon or orange, or if you have lemon balm, this is a good thing to add in as well. The last type of tea is sweet tea. You can make any tea sweeter by adding in liquid sweetener, though specific plants come to mind in making a sweet tea. Lilacs have a sweet aroma to them and would make a great sweet tea. If you love fruity tea, add in dried or dehydrated berries with a more mellow herb, like lemon balm. If you're making a cold tea, add in fresh blueberries with mint and hibiscus. There are so many combinations you can make teas with, so many flavor choices and medicinal uses. Get in touch with your intuition when making your own teas, as it is definitely a work of art to craft your own. There are also many recipes online and in books you can scour to find the perfect combos for you. I hope you enjoyed this little video introducing the art of tea making. If you liked it, leave a comment below and tell me what type of tea you're going to be making. Like the video and subscribe for more information about foraging and wildcrafting. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!